right, sixth grade, we've finished part 2 of Treasure Island and are on to part 3. Now, you may notice already, if you're looking right below me, that this is for parts 3 and 4 of Treasure Island. So this is a sort of package deal. You are getting both of these sets together. And that's because part 3 is only 3 chapters. It is the shortest part of this entire novel. And the fact that part 4, we're going to skip 3 chapters of that and go straight to 19. So chapters 16, 17, and 18, we're going to pass right over. And I'll get over the reason for that in these slides. But first, we've got some terms that we need to get down and pay attention to. So the first of these terms is mutiny. This is something that has come up already, but a mutiny is when the crewmen rise up against the captain and officers and take over a ship. This term can also be applied outside of nautical terms. If, for example, all of you were to rise up, overthrow me, that would be considered a mutiny because I am in charge, I'm in charge of you, and you've now risen up and taken me out. A mutineer is someone who participates in a mutiny. So if you were to do that and take over my classroom, you would all be mutineers, and you would have committed a mutiny against poor Mr. Antonetti. You've got your questions for chapters 13 and 14. All the chapter 15 all the part 3 questions are going to be due on the 1st of May. That is May the 1st. That is Friday, May 1. Now we do have a literary term that comes up here because we're going to get a lot of sounds in these chapters. And I know that's sort of a weird thing to say, but we're going to get a lot of sounds described in these chapters. And it's when a word is spelled like the sound it represents. Boom, hoot, buzz, moo. They're extraordinarily straightforward, but they're, you see them in comic books all the time. If you get things like pow, biff, pow, zap. I don't know. Do kids read comic books anymore? Am I dating myself by saying that? I don't know. Another seafaring term worth knowing, and that's marooned. And this is also going to be relevant in part 3. Marooned means you are abandoned on an island, usually with only a small amount of supplies. This was basically their way of saying, look, we don't want you on the crew and we're not going to shoot you. Here's like a small gun and like maybe a little water and good luck. We're leaving you here and, good luck. If you've watched the Pirates of the Caribbean movies, you know that happened to poor Captain Jack Sparrow, but he happened to be on an island that was loaded with alcohol and he drank it all. So marooned, another term you'll need to know. Chapter 15 questions. Now here's the thing you need to know about chapters 16 to 18, and there are some spoilers coming up after this. So if you want to go read them yourself, stop watching the video here. There is no more content that you need to know to start part 3. But in chapters 16 to 18, the book changes narrators. The Doctor takes over for 3 chapters, and they describe a battle between the Honest Hands and the pirates. We're skipping them. Why? 1, the Doctor uses a lot of highfalutin vocabulary. 2, it's left out of actually most movie stage adaptations of Treasure Island. 3, Jim gets a summary when he comes back into the narrative. So those are all the reasons we're skipping these 3 slides. However, some spoilers ahead. Important details from 16 to 18. Tom Redruth dies, but people know he's in a better place. The Squire turns out to be an excellent guy when it comes to shooting people with guns. He's super accurate, and the Squire shoots some pirates. Abraham Gray abandons the pirates to join the Honest Hands, realizing that, it's not a good move to be a pirate. That's the other reason we're skipping these 3 chapters, is there isn't a lot that happens. Sorry, Tom Redruth. And then finally, we have the questions for the last parts of chapter 4. And your quiz for parts 2 and 3 is on May 1st also. Take care, 6th grade. I'll see you in the next one.